Hey puppies. So this is Ben. Say hi, Ben. And this is Maggie. Where's your owner? So this is Tamara, and Tamara, you are from Canada, aren't you?
Yes.
And what kind of van do you have?
I have a 2000 Pleasureway XL, which means it's wide body.
Okay. And when did you get it?
A year ago.
Is this your first trip, or have you traveled before?
Well, I used to own a 98 Pleasureway, and having had this particular model of this type of van, it's absolutely my favorite. I've been in like road trucks and other vans, and this is by far my preference. So when I was looking for a new van, I looked for a Pleasureway.
So have you traveled a lot?
In my last one, yes. In this one, the biggest trip I've had so far is the one coming down from Canada.
Okay. And you were telling me a little bit about your parents. They lived on a boat. Or do they live on a boat now?
No, they used to live on a boat. They lived. It was a sailboat.
Okay.
And they kept it at a marina in Canada, and they sailed out of the marina and through all of the waterways and the lock systems, and did the Intercoastal Waterway around the Carolinas, and went as far as the Florida Keys, over to, I want to say, the Bahamas. I think they went there, and then their health got the better of them, so then they got one of these.
Oh, they got one of these now.
Yeah,
okay.
they did. And I mean, my dad's gone now.
And you grew up in England, right?
Oh, as a kid.
As a kid?
Just as a kid, yeah.
Okay. And then you guys came to Canada when?
Yeah, in 1975. I'm Canadian through and through.
Okay.
Yes, very happily Canadian.
Awesome.
All the good things that they tell you about Canada are true.
Okay.
Yes.
And what part of Canada do you live?
I live on a place called the Bruce Peninsula, which is right on the Great Lakes. And if you have never been to the Great Lakes, that needs to be on your bucket list.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's take a look inside.
Okay, come on in. Now, normally when I'm parked for a while, I'd have the awning out, and so you would just be able to walk right into my kitchen. Come on in.
Before we get any further, let's tell the viewers how we actually met. We met online, didn't we?
Yeah, we met online. I had signed up for a women's travel group that was going to sort of tour the continental United States, and it was touching on areas that I had always wanted to go, and one of them being the west coast of California. And so I, on my way to meet up with that group, met a couple of other ladies who had also been connected with that group. So even though we haven't met up with the bigger group yet, we're having a really good time at the Grand Canyon.
So I'm also belong to that group, fairly new to it. And I saw your post saying that you're coming through the Grand Canyon. And so I said, let's meet.
Yeah. Yeah, it's that easy. It's that easy. Yeah.
It's that easy. And then another girl, LD, she was in Havasu, and I met her in Havasu. We're going to do her van tour next.
Okay.
And it was too hot for her there, and she knew I was coming to the Grand Canyon, and she called up and she said, have room for another one? I said, come on over.
That's right.
And so we are actually boondocking on BLM land. I had campsites, so we changed our plans. Yeah, just like
that.
But
this is so beautiful. You guys. This is something
awesome.
that the States does really well. Is making this kind of opportunity accessible. I mean, like, honestly, raising my kids as a single mom in Canada, I would have been so grateful for something like this to be available.
Did you camp at all with your kids?
Yeah, we did. But yeah, we did. It was always tent camping.
Okay.
And I have some favorite spots. Oh my gosh, there's some beautiful places in Canada, just breathtaking also. But one of my favorite spots was the Pinery Provincial Park, which is on Lake Huron, and it's just golden white sand as far as the eye can see, and crystal clear blue water as far as the eye can see, and it faces west, so you stay there for a sunset.
Oh,
You know,
wow.
take a paddleboard with you. There's a whole kilometer long section of a dog beach, which is immaculate and the best part of that whole beach. Like, it's just gorgeous camping, beautiful canoeing down the Osable River. It's an absolute must. So yes, I took my kids camping.
I would love to come up there.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to do that trip across
Yeah.
Canada next year.
Yeah, there's so many places I'd like to show you.
Awesome. We'll
Yeah.
have to meet up again then.
Yep.
All right. So where would you like to start? I'm going to let you pretty much guide the tour
Okay.
because you know your van.
Okay. Well,
Tell us what you'd like.
this is my kitchen right here.
Okay.
And it's kind of handy because it has everything here. So this is what I use for my dishes and my glassware, mugs, things like that.
And you have some special ones. Didn't you bring some
I only
special
bring
ones?
the special ones. That's all I bring. Is
Well,
the
can
special
we see
ones.
the special ones?
You want to see like the specialist? Special
Yeah,
ones?
of course.
This is the most special one I brought on this trip.
Oh, wow.
And-
It's all wrapped up. Oh,
And
okay.
this is a glass that my mom gave me recently. And so, of course, most of my things that have sentimental meaning. So, yes, I think I might have a glass of wine.
Okay.
So, yeah. I'm also, the Brit in me is a tea drinker. So I have my teapot up here and small appliances, salt and pepper.
Uh-huh.
And then in here is where I keep all of my Tupperware because being vegetarian, a lot of my stuff lasts really well in the fridge.
Awesome.
So I make a lot and store a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Under here is pots and pans. And in here is just like cutlery and utensils.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've got my fridge, which works, it's a 3-way fridge. So it'll work off of, I can plug it in, like to a regular house hydro or at a campsite. It'll run off propane, and it also has DC function where it'll run while I'm driving.
Nice.
Very nice.
Yes.
This is all just food.
And this is
Okay.
Ben. And Ben is what, 6 months?
He's 6 months old, yeah.
Cute dog.
So, so this is, I keep my water stored down here. This is where I keep my sprouter. I don't know if you can see it beside the kettle for my tea, my wine, and this green thing here.
Yes, I do.
Every day I run a couple of cups of water through that, and I have literally fresh sprouts of whatever kind I want, but I most like a particular kind. And you can cook them, put them in Chinese food, stir fries, salads, super nutritious, and they just sit there in the dark and do their thing.
I have a sprouter just like that at home. I didn't even think to bring it on the road.
Oh, do you love it at home?
I do.
Yeah, me too, Yeah.
Okay.
So this is dogs and outside gear, blankets, clothing.
Uh-huh.
This is storage of dog food and stuff. There's a few drawers here for, if you want a place to put your socks or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
There used to be a television here. Come look. There used to be a television right in here.
Okay.
And now this is a rollaway where I keep toilet paper and lights and my hairdryer and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. And where the VCR was, that's where I store all my bags. And in this other pleasure way thing where they gave you the DVD because it was back in, no, not DVD. What was it before?
One of those things. Old things.
Right?
I don't know.
VCR.
VCR. Oh my
yes.
gosh.
So anyway, I just keep all of my electronics in there now. So that's handy.
So there's a place for everything, isn't there?
There really is. And then let me show you the coup de grace.
Okay. Okay.
So you come over here with me. This
All
is my little everything. Everything I need is there. The dog's brushing stuff,
Yeah.
my duct tape, my nail polish remover, the pills for the dog's Clorox wipes.
Yeah.
Like everything is in there.
That is an awesome.
It is so good.
Yeah. That's a good use of space, let me tell you.
Yeah.
And then your loo.
Mhm.
Okay. And do you shower in here as well?
Well,
or-
yes and no. I washed my hair in there today using the shower,
Okay.
and it actually went
That's
fine.
a shower head right there.
Yeah, and
Uh-huh.
it lifts off and you can, move it around. And
Uh-huh.
I have an outdoor shower attached to this. I haven't used it yet, but I really, really want to.
Okay.
Yeah, I've
Maybe
got
on
a
this
nice little
trip.
curtain here so that I can section off my bedroom or
Right.
close it off to nosy viewers or whatever.
And I know that you use your fan because
Everybody who has one of those fans uses it.
yeah.
You
really need that.
pulls air through your van so hard and fast.
Good. You just have to remember to close the vent cover, right? I know I lost mine. It cost me $300 to replace it in
and
my
I have
RV.
driven off with mine open so many times. But I always try to make a point of, like, after I leave, I always try to make a point of having to have a stop shortly after I leave. Because even if the vent's not closed, the dogs will have to pee.
Okay.
There's always a reason, or something will be rattling, or whatever. There's always a reason to stop shortly after I leave. So I just plan it in now. Yeah.
And then up here in your front, you have another cabin. Oh, you have a microwave. Wow.
Actually, this used to be a microwave, but I prefer a toaster oven.
Okay.
So I do a lot of cooking in this.
Okay.
But it only works if I can plug in.
So it is
it's a power
actually a
source.
toaster oven,
Yes,
not a microwave.
that's correct. Yes.
Okay.
And then this is my clothing closet, which we won't go into. And I store my shoes under the bed.
Looks like you have a comfy bed.
I do.
Yeah, that's most important too.
You have to be. Yeah, you couldn't do this if you didn't have a good bed.
Yeah. And you have plants.
Oh, my garden, yes.
That's cute.
Basil, rosemary, and coriander.
Nice.
Or cilantro, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. And because I did your hair today, you gave me one of the
basil.
plants, a little basil plant. I love it.
Good.
Okay.
You can name him Basil.
And I love how your seat turns around.
Yes, I really, really like that. And I only just started doing that, and I'm like, I should have been doing this sooner.
Yeah. And then your little dog sits in here.
Yeah.
Is that like a car bed for him or just
It
a bed?
actually is. It's a car seat for him, and I've put his little bed in it. But it's got a little harness that he can attach to, which he goes absolutely lunatic if he attaches to it. So. But it's also, I can take it out and bring it anywhere. Like I can put it that seat in the back, wherever it needs to go, and he likes it. So
Right.
he'll find it.
And then you have a big dog bed. Let's go look at that.
The big dog bed?
Yeah.
That's actually really handy. Oh, if your viewers have a dog that does not like to travel, get them one of these and have it as close to you in the vehicle as is safe. And it completely changed Maggie. I had another van before this one, and I sold it because my dog wouldn't go in it anymore.
Okay.
That's actually why I sold it.
Well, let's go take a look.
Yeah.
This is the dog bed.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So it's pretty enclosed, but it has mesh?
It does. Then she
Okay.
No. Yeah. This.
So is this just for Maggie, or do they both use
Maggie
it?
had it before we got Ben, and now they share.
They share now?
Yeah.
And they're okay sharing it?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
This is Maggie.
Maggie wants our dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we better get to it. Let's help her out
Okay.
here. What else do we have? Coleslaw, and you got what? A bean salad? I made the coleslaw. You did a bean salad?
Bean salad, yes.
And
Yeah.
LD is making the burgers. That's okay. It's a barbecue, right?
Asian style. Blackened.
Yeah. That's a happy dinner.
We'll see.
So next time maybe charcoal? Or put it on rocks or something?
I think charcoal would just be better. Because nothing will be flaming like that.
All right.
Once the charcoal's calmed down.
Got one more going here. I don't know if I have enough light here to show you this, but this bean salad is exceptionally good. Look how many ingredients she has in here. Tons of stuff. So good. It's peeking through the trees.
Yeah, that's pretty.
It is very pretty.
Let me see if I can get a good one.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I think that's Venus up there. Because it's right above the sunset. And then we got the moon over there. Very cool.